edit it? No, the stamps aren't markers. Damn. So if I tried indicating, oh, icon, color, gray, because it's iron, regular size, near, apply. Okay, well, that looks kind of duty. I think the stamps would be sufficient actually. Why can't I delete it? What the hell? So, node. I guess I'll only mark pure nodes. That'll whittle it down. Alright, should be able to fill that proper. Now I can... Oh, that is my active milestone. Damn. I can't get the good conveyors yet, for sure. Let's just turn on production and go. So this is conveyor belt Mark 1. And if I check it out, it's probably just 60 and it's splitting into 20 each. That's why I was getting so confused. $60. So that's 60 items per second. Was it second? Per minute. That makes more sense. 60 per minute. So this is 20 each per minute. This can take a total of 30. So in this current state, it should never bottleneck. Pretty much. Unless it gets thinner than 20. Oops. I see. Why? Is the grid not connected? That's a problem. If I just add another burner, will I solve this problem? Too fat for this spot. Oh, I need iron plates. And my system is empty on iron plates. What a cataclysm. Why is the fuse blowing if I had way more here than I could even need? Okay, well, let's turn copper off. Jeez. We don't need to give all these power. Too bad I can't use a remote to turn everything on and off for diagnosis. Is this going to solve my issue? Pretty sure if they're on standby, they're not going to draw power. Yeah, that makes sense. Word, damn it. That's bizarre. Is this a bug? Am I foolish? Are these grinding away at nothing and that's what has me tripping? That's silly. Anyway, that shouldn't happen again. I see them moving. I saw... That must be a bug, because if these were on standby, I should not be seeing this. Made me think they were on. Anyway, I don't need that whole system on now that I think about it. I'll be wasting biomass. One off is sufficient. See, I've already got my bottleneck occurring. You know, that was not a clean startup, but I need the supplies. Let's get those plates. I don't think I need screws, though. Lord. I guess I could make more. Maybe I will turn this one off. Then the throughput will maximize on these others. Light indicators are good, but it does not tell me I turned it off. Production paused. I'd have to go through each of my machines. I need like a tool that lets me view all of them and all their statuses and pings me on what exactly... Ah, that would be a cool mod to develop. If it's not already a thing, like a monitor. Monitor from a tablet or something. Plates and plates. We should have enough pretty soon now. Hey yo, Adam. Are you watching or playing something, or are you using it for source material? Oh, awesome. Yeah. Alright. So this was now 60 per minute. These should accumulate. Or 60 total, so 30. Oh, no, they should be at equilibrium. They are. So long as there's no bottleneck further up. 20 per minute. This will accumulate then. And cause a bottleneck. If it was getting 30... Let's see, if that's 120, and it made it all the way here, and then it split off 3 ways, it'd be 40 each, and this 40 would only be making 30 a minute. So this would lag up behind, but I guess that's not a big deal, so that would mark the throughput threshold maximum, and then it would be spitting out 30 here to make only 20, but it's giving 40, and this is 20 a minute. Could I double it? Not really. I'd have to make a system with the right ratios. So if this is 120 and I want to split it into 20s, but it goes through 30s first, it has to be like the lowest common denominator. We have to make sure that this bottleneck is the lowest common denominator of a certain line, so that I can split them off into proportionate spaces for maximum fuel efficiency and time resource efficiency. This crafts 20 per minute, and that outputs 30. Then I would want 2 of them, so that would be a 60 total, split 3 ways to be fuel efficient. What is... Oh yeah, the other thing is rods. What's the last one I'm forgetting that I turned off? It's rods and screws? What am I forgetting? Screws, rods, plates. So we were splitting, making double the rods, I think. Because it just had the throughput. This used to be rods. Yeah. Yes. Silly me. Okay, so yeah, rods, plates, and then this one makes rods and screws. So I want to make the most of 120. I would have it split into 4 ways with 30 each, and then each of those 4 would need to make, let's see, that would be 20, that would be 15, and that would be, the rods would be 15 again, and the screws require only 10. So I could do 2 rod counts, both making screws. That would be 20. 2 rod counts, 15, that would be 30, and these take 10, so I could make 3 sets of screws, 3 lines with screws, using just 30 input, 2 lines of rods, 3 lines of screws. I could probably merge them. Or I mean split one. Huh. I like this. I like this math, but it's all in my head, and if I wrote it down, I could probably make better progress. Because I just can't remember for the life of me each individual per minute value for each item. But ingots process at 30, so that I can keep consistent in my head. So we have 120 coming in. That would mean 4 lines of 30. 4 lines of 30. And we've got a 20 line, a 15 line, and a 10 line. If we want plates, we would give it 2 lines for maximum efficiency, leaving us with 60 remaining. And then with 60, we could give it just plain rods, which would be 15. So that means one of the 30 lines could be split into 2 and do 2 15 rods. One could just be manufacturing rods. Or they both could, because we have a total of 60 to work with, so 2 could be manufacturing rods, and that would make 30 rods, and 30 rods would split into 3 screws, and then we'd have one more 30 to work with just rods, and rods are 15 each, so it'd be 4 rod lines, 2 that turn into screws, and 2 that are just rods, and then the last that's just plates, because it's 40 of it, or the last 2 being plates, so 1, 2, and then 3, 4, what am I counting exactly? 20s? 20, 40, which leaves us with 60 left, and then 15, 30, 15, 30. 2 plates, 4 rods, and then 2 of those rods can make screws. Yep, that would be efficient with one 120 node with ultimate throughput. It would be utilizing it would be eliminating every bottleneck and making everything out of iron. Now, I need to consider the next step with the assembler after that. The assembler. Do I have that yet? Did I grab that? I did. 4 of those rotors, screws and rods, that's not bad. Since I'll have a lot of screws and a lot of rods, the chain could keep going and still output me screws and rods to work with, as well as create rotors. And the same could probably be done for the plates. So it's 6 plates, 12 screws. 12 screws? That's such a bad number. So I'd be outputting a total of 40 screws a minute. That's where it gets a little more complicated. I'll bite that off when I get there. Oh. Right. I'm there. At least for this. This is great. Seven. Major.
Milestone reached. Fix-It would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint. Fix-It.
Okay, I got the milestone. Conveyor belt 2s. Conveyor belt Mark 1, currently building. Build, rotate, snap, lock, toggle, sample, quick switch. There we go. Alright. Plates, rods, concrete. I need the assembler now. Making it linear, but then surrounding it. Actually, this is not so bad. Everything at the end of my lines is just a means to get to storage, and I could easily expand continually, move out the side, and create every single line with every possible ratio to maximize the node. A maximized node. You know what? I probably could look up that information. Maximizing a pure node. Someone will probably come up with the same, like 3 of this, 4 of this, 2 of this, assembler at the end, assembling 2 things. Probably just 1 thing actually, plates and rotors for each respective mineral. Okay, well, even though I'm having inefficiencies, I don't see a reason not to just let this run, actually. I want to... I'll probably need to expand outward, like 3 lines each is not enough. It'll probably take 4 with this new throughput. and that 4 will be split and merged for the sake of making the most and eliminating all bottlenecks. So in that case, I just want more resources, and I'm gonna turn my machines on, and I'm gonna make sure my power is full. 145 is good. Power is pretty high. That's too low. I still don't craft biomass automatically. I could get the chainsaw now. That could be a nice change since... nah, it's really easy to make this. That lasts for quite a while, actually. I don't think I'll bother. Not until I get, like, the assemblers that need to expand power. Oh yeah, I need to make the mem, don't I? Ma'am. Wire, screws, plates. I have screws and wires and plates. I can just make it. Oops. It's in here, I bet. Special. Ma'am. Oh. That marks the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. Please like, dislike, subscribe, and comment any recommendations or for collaborations, and to those who bear witness, I wish you the barest of woes.